What up? How it do? How it be? How it is, everybody? Welcome in and welcome back. We're getting back into it. CB will be joining us a little bit into the episode. He is there on their way. I'm very excited. If you have Feff can't find the right mood music, no, Bill, no, that doesn't get, not yet. I didn't earn that on the bingo card yet. I don't know what you're talking about, chat. Thank you all for being here. I'm very excited. We're going into round 3 with Whalley. I'm very excited.
Let's die already.
I know, right? And the party has managed to find him, and as they're making their way out of the city, they have come across the Church of a Hraden, where Whalley was being attempted to be revived. When the party killed Lady Elsro, there was a scream out in the town, and it's assumed that was likely pertaining to this. There is a young cleric that Sika is hoping to find named Thompson, who was kind of being dragged into all of this. And once they finally got to the church, they found their old friend Task, a cleric of the god of death, who simply said, this Leshen, Whalley, will not die. Or rather, I keep killing him and he keeps coming back. And if everyone saw the short that Annie cooked up and posted out, Zito is very excited to be taking the gloves off, because it was, I don't want to get into too many fights right now because I'm going home. Now it's, if I want to go home, I gotta end the war. So I'm very excited to see what that looks like. Robin has gotten Soren back, and the party is gathering up and kind of finishing up everything here. The party did make level 15, so I'm very excited to be delving into this new level, this new echelon of combat. Yes. If you would like to get caught up on our 3 soon-to-be 4 weekly streamed campaigns and our upcoming summer series, you can head over to the YouTube Longshot. We do get ad revenue over there. And if you hit the subscribe, it would go a long way for us. It helps us out immensely. And do hit up the Discord for the bingo and the community. We are as chaotic as we are wholesome. There's a Patreon if you're feeling particularly generous. And of course, big ups to our amazing mod, Annie, for cooking up these phenomenal shorts that you can find on the Instagram. Let me check my list. Podcast is coming out soon. We weren't able to get another episode recorded for Monday yesterday, but this week we will be able to sit down and crank some of those out for you guys. I love that you guys are so invested in the Patreon, in the podcast. We didn't really see that coming, but you guys have been absolutely loving it, which feels amazing, because it's just my process of, I've got a couple of questions and I get in a call with Jared, and who's my roommate and one of my closest friends, and we just fucking talk. We talk shop, and he poses really thought-provoking questions that force me to expand upon my ideas. It's really good, and it will help you as well as a dungeon master, or even as a story writer or anything like that, because I'll be honest, I think Bill, it might have been Bill, put in the comments and said, you guys are basically doing the scientific method at Storycraft, which is wild. And I was like, sure. I love it. It's been absolutely phenomenal. Do post questions in the Discord that we can address and take a crack at in the episodes. The Socratic method, ask a ton of questions. Nice. I think that's it for me. Let me throw it over to the illustrious, the unfathomable, the all-powerful Taylor and Tracy.
Hi everyone, I'm Taylor and Tracy. You can find me everywhere as Taylor and Tracy. I'm the game master for Heinefall. Check us out at heinefall.com. We are a LARP here in Texas. It is an absolute blast if you've ever wanted to take playing D&D a little bit more live action. check out live action role playing. It's really fun, and I promise role models didn't get it exactly right. They didn't get it exactly wrong either, but they did. It's they got it pretty right. But if you enjoy that kind of silliness and fun in your life, I do highly recommend checking it out, or seeing what LARPs are nearby you. It's a really fun hobby to have. I play Robin. She has successfully gotten her brother back, and surprise, I didn't fix all the problems in the world. Surprise to her, surprise to no one else. But she is just ecstatic to have him back and to see what is needed to do yet and start being able to make a name for herself in this world, knowing that her roots and her people that she care about are safe and okay. She's ready to punish the people who make them otherwise. But yeah, I will pass it over to Shane.
Hi everyone, I'm Shane Whalley. It's nice to meet you. Find me everywhere on the internet as Shane Whalley. I play Sika, the Collar to the Road Bard, who is very happy to be here because he's looking for the cleric friend that he made because he wants to make sure that they're okay. He really wants to make sure they're okay. It's like this weird bond for some reason, just the connection of something that is so supportive of life and things like that works. So there's just lots of things going inside of his mind, as I always say every week, because he's just traumatized, and so just lots of stuff to go through. I got new nails, so there you go.
Very
for
nice.
people who like looking at them, they are cat's eyes, but they have white lines on them to make it look like it's white caps of waves. So it's very like oceany type.
Very
looks.
pretty. You should post a picture in the Discord.
I will. I'll put in the Terraform once we're done this. And trying to think if there's anything else. I guess he's ready to kill Whalley. Just
It's fair.
hopefully just let this just end. If the guy can't be redeemed, then just let it end. So...
You're an irredeemable monster.
You're a monster.
You're an evil monster.
And that's about it. Wait, there's something else. Oh God.
I believe.
I believe.
Oh,
You had it.
I did. Make sure to come check it. There it is. Make sure to come check me out on Thursday so you can see the recreation of Rapture from BioShock we're making in Minecraft, and then also check on Saturdays to see the Arc stream where we are building a life-size scale castle under a waterfall.
Whoa, cool.
Yes, a lot.
Very cool.
On streams. Ben.
Hi, my name is Ben Brainard. I am playing Zito Barbera, the Path of the Knock Sandwich Barbarian. I get to kill the guy. I've been wanting to for a while, and now he's the enemy, so I get to. That's very exciting for me. I don't know.
It's happening, Stickom!
But hi, I am, if you don't know, I am a nationally touring stand-up comedian. I'm currently in Australia.
International.
I just got, yeah.
Look at you.
Not doing any shows out here, but I might go see a couple. Daniel Sloss is playing this weekend. Drew Lynch is going to be here in a couple weeks. But I'm excited to be here. I'm excited I have a bunch of more shows coming up after my summer slows down a little bit, but after summer I'm doing a lot of the Northeast. So make sure you check me out in the Northeast stuff. I'm also gonna be in Hawaii June 8th. Yeah.
Very cool.
So that's pretty cool. I think that's.
Which island?
I'm working on stuff. Big one. Big island. Yeah.
I have family
The Blue
out
Note.
there. If you need a place to crash,
I'll look into it. I have to see what the club if the club is getting me a hotel or anything, but we will see. I'm working on some books, summer series. I'm doing the summer series here. I have a bunch of source book with all the subclasses, including the one I'm playing right now, Path of the Knock Sandwich Barbarian. I'm working on a guide to crafting book, which we've been using a little bit here and there. And then I have a special coming out, so stay tuned for that. With that being said, let's go punch bad guy.
All right, so we find ourselves in the Church of Hraden, the goddess of rest. There is beautiful marbling all throughout this place. Strange, instead of a dais, there's kind of this waterfall with this kind of trough, this kind of small river that snakes through the building. Beautiful ceiling with a bell tower above. Task, who the party has met and allied themselves with. Not everyone agrees with Task's practices, being a cleric of the god of death, but one thing we can all agree on is that undead are problematic. And Task don't like him, the undead. So it appears he's been in combat with Whalley, the Leshen, for some time. Task seems to be real low on spell slots and has taken quite the beating. Pulling out the ladder to give access to the tower above where Whalley is. Sika moving around to see if he can find Thompson, this cleric who was kind of dragged into all of this. Let's get perception checks from the party as a whole real quick, as there are many, many corpses.
8.
Does it change anything that I'm not really looking around? I'm just going straight for the ladder.
You don't have to roll if you don't want to.
30, 20.
Okay, well.
Dirty 20, okay.
I'm not looking, but it would have been a 24, and I want that to be done.
I take his 24. I'm looking.
Nope.
Dang it.
What'd you get, Robin?
I got an 8.
You got an 8, thank you. Okay.
Yep.
You don't see Guildshad's corpse anywhere. That
would also probably looking, by the way.
Yep. Kazric is right now doing him a T-pose in the corner. No, Kazric is
found some
tinkering.
interesting things to lick.
Yeah.
He's just picking up rocks.
CB is on his way. Let's roll initiative.
Yay.
No, this I can do.
21.
21.
Okay. Well,
Let's go,
apparently
Robin.
not do well.
18. Is this before the fight? Like, we're not fighting yet?
Yeah.
We're not fighting yet. This is
Okay.
before the fight. This is the beginning of the fight, to be clear. 18 for Sika.
Walking into a battlefield.
Yeah. Robin got, you said an 8?
I got a 21 for initiative
who got
and
an
8 for perception.
Thank you. Zeta, what'd you get?
10. I have advantage on initiative. I rolled a 7 and a
He
9.
wasn't looking.
I rolled a 17 on my perception check, which didn't matter, and then I rolled a 7 and a 9 on my initiative.
It only didn't matter because you chose this path.
Yeah.
It could have mattered.
It's what my character would do.
Theft.
Yes, Shade.
The only reason why I was just asking was because I wanted to do my fairy toast before we got in here, but I didn't get a chance to do it.
That's something you usually do at the beginning, or at the end of your long rest. So, I would say that it's okay if you want to burn that spell slot now to say you already did that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, that's fine. So what you guys got for the fairy toast this time is the toast of playfulness. So at any point within the next 8 hours, you can sprout wings, and you can fly for a total of 10 rounds.
Oh, cool.
Damn.
I wouldn't wait for the ladder.
Okay. Okay. A couple things happened all at once. One, Sika,
Yeah.
you moved off to one of these side passages to see if you can find Thompson.
Okay.
And you do.
Yay.
Thompson, bloody, alive, in this kind of state of shock. As we've covered, there's many corpses, and you see him, one eye kind of in disuse as his scalp is kind of hanging down over his face. And his one eye that you can see is wild and looking around without seeing anything as he holds this kitchen knife as he's squatting over a corpse, as if he's unaware that he's defending someone who's already passed. And as you kind of enter the doorway, he kind of looks and jabs. He's not close enough to attack you, but he like jabs to try to fend whoever that is off. He's got a wild look in his eye. At the same time, Zito and Robin, you guys are in that main cathedral. In that main chapel area, and you hear as there is an almighty blow to some kind of support beam or pillar or something, and the whole tower and all of that surrounding area is broken. And so the two of you need a dex save as the roof comes down on top of you. Sika, you're good. You're able to kind of not be affected by this.
Fall into the knife.
25.
Okay.
Could I, instead of jumping out of the way, could I Spider-Man catch this just to give the people around me more time to get out of the way?
Spider-Man catch this.
Like, you know how the the thing falls and then just hold it up long enough to.
Let's. If you succeed,
I would either do that or I would push somebody out of the way.
If you succeed in your dex check, or your dex save, I will say that you're able to take the brunt of this.
Advantage on dexterity against effects that you can see?
The building's coming down directly on top of you. I would say that you are able to see this.
I can see it. Thank God, because that's a 1 and a 14, so 15.
15, okay. You manage to just narrowly understand the danger coming in, and you like knock one of the beams to the side and then and once it's planted, as it's falling, you kind of wield it and pull it down and heft it onto your back, causing it to catch in the ground and kind of work as a leverage, and it kind of bows you and then let's make a athletics check.
I like this one. This one good.
Robin, you move out of the
21.
way. 21, and you're able to move under the protective bower that is formed around Zito.
Sweet.
Task also is able to move into that space. Let's see if he. Oh, I'm wrong. Oh well, I'll give advantage. Okay, he does manage to kind of limp into that protective space that is built. Water begins cascading in every direction from the various intricate fountains that were built into this place. As Hollick emerges from the rubble above, like a chunk of the bell tower is still kind of there, as he crawls down head first, Gollum style, towards the party. If you would like to post the pictures for me, Annie, in the Discord, of Hollick's newest form. The bottom half is a confusing mess of bone and viscera, but also roots, like many roots, kind of wrapping around these broken bones to keep it all together. And the prominent thing you see from Hollick is that he's constantly rubbing at his eyes because there is moss growing out from the corners of his eyes that he's constantly having to like scrub away. Okay.
Fast. Is it okay if, because I wanted to do this, but as soon as Ask told us what was going on, I would have probably activated my magma cloak.
Okay. Annie, I do not understand your question. Also, how are the volume levels, gang? Is the music too loud? Is it okay? Okay.
Sounds good to me.
Robin, you're up first. You can see what you remember Hollick to look like, and you can still see some remnants of that face. What was very handsome and arrogant, now twisted and vile and evil. Like it's rare that it's rare for something to be so blatantly evil, because usually it's like, oh, you know, there's kind of a gray area, kind of a mixed bag. This person might, you know, there's no good guys, there's no bad guys. That's evil. You are able to look up and see the face of evil looking back at you. It is craving to kill you for the fun of it.
Terrible. Okay.
I guess that makes two of us. This is the
use
love
my
of the
first-
game, baby.
Yeah, baby. I'm gonna use my first action, hiding and ducking underneath where we are in this hold that has created. I'm going to kind of shoot my hand out, and like from behind me, a bit of like flame comes and slithers out, and then Darko is going to be summoned and appear directly in front of this beast, like stopping it on its path. And it needs to make a saving throw, a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
1 + 5 for a 6.
It's a fail.
Oh no. Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Not a great sign.
Going to take 2d6 fire damage just from Darko's summoning, which will be nice. 12 fire damage. Heck yeah.
So that happens.
Yeah.
Immediately, Darko, after being summoned, and goes, ah yes, wood being, let's get this bread. You're made of plant, I'm made of fire.
Yeah.
Looks real
exactly
hyped.
my thinking.
Yeah. But then you watch as its heckle, as Darko's heckles are raised, and there's a moment of and it's looking around, and it's keeping its position focused on Hollick, but it's but he sensed some kind of danger elsewhere, and he's not able to put his let's get a actually, God, this would be an Arcana check from Darko.
What do I add to Arcana?
I don't think you
Intelligence or wisdom?
Intelligence.
Intelligence? Okay, he has a +1 to intelligence.
Hell yeah. Let's go, Darko. He's a good helper.
So it
More than me.
5 plus a 1 equals.
Okay,
Six.
Darko does look back at you and go, and
Oh,
kind of
no.
trying to like, can't really, explain what's going on, but is trying to raise a bit of a cautious alarm, back towards you.
Okay. Interesting.
Nanger.
Okay. I am going to. Did it seem to take damage from the fire though?
Oh yes.
Like more than normal?
Yeah, actually.
Okay, great. I'm gonna have Darko. I'm gonna yell like, Darko, leap up into the air. I don't know what it is, but up. And he has a flying speed, so he floats up into the air. And for my bonus action, I'm gonna have him cast Flame Seed.
Ooh, okay.
For a dirty 20 to hit.
Yeah.
And question on my enhanced bond, it says when Darko's out and I cast a spell that does fire damage, I get an added d6. Would Flame Seed count as a spell because it's coming from Darko, or would that not count as a spell that gets the extra fire?
I don't think it's a spell. Sorry.
Okay, not a problem. It's gonna be 11.
Is Flame Seed a spell that you are casting through Darko, or is it just a Darko ability?
No, it's a Darko ability.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I can cast spells through Darko, but this one is just one of the things that he can do for extra bonus action stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to be 11 more fire damage.
Okay. And the first one I have marked as
Flame
2d6. What was the 2d6 damage?
12.
Gotcha. Go it.
Yeah. 2 6s. It looked awesome.
Very nice, very nice.
And then I'm not going to use any of my movement. I'm going to stay with Zito, especially because of that aura of life that I have up.
I like it.
I'm going to try and always keep within 30 feet of him. So that will be, that will be my turn.
Okay. Sika.
Hello.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's the 20 mark we pass. Let me do a thing real quick. Sika.
Hi.
Your turn.
So as I come into the room and see him doing it, I'm just gonna point, just like, I guess my head will come through the door and I see him. A smile at first would come onto my face before I start to I remember his name. Thompson. I was like, Thompson. Sika. I'm earlier from outside. Crash. Oh God. And then he goes inside. It's like, it's okay. I think it's okay.
Roll persuasion.
$34.
Okay.
Can I just have like a little bit of that?
A little wisp a little bit of charisma just seeps to the door, just sits into your neck.
Shave a little bit off the top.
I need just a little Riz. Just a little.
That aura,
though. He's gonna lock eyes on you and kind of drop the knife like down by his side and go, I gotta keep him alive, he says.
Sika's
down to the corpse.
Sika's gonna kind of, not in a sense to cause him alarm, but like hurry over and get to his knees beside him and do a quick look, to which, as I'm assuming, I could recognize that he's dead, and then just look down and then see that the wounds on his face and reach into his bag to pull out some of his garments. And I want to start, I was like, you're doing a great job. Let me just help your eye. I don't want to have an issue. So he's going to start doing a bandage and using men to make sure it's all safe and set. I'll cast men so it's all like properly good and stuff. if that's how it
Mending
works.
does not work on flesh, so let's get a...
No, on the fabric. On the fabric. I want to say so the fabric like mends together as a whole rather than tie it in a knot.
I see.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay. You make
Yeah.
a beanie.
Yeah. So, I mean, because I don't want to add pressure and tighten it in case it's injured, so I just wanted to sit it on so we can hold it
Yeah.
and stuff.
I'm into that. I'm into that.
Shane said mold cotton.
Oh, it's cotton.
What kind of fabric is
silk.
this?
Who do you think wears cotton? But then he's just gonna. I would like to do any form of medicine check in this quick moment that I can to see if I can help him at all. Is
Sure.
that possible? Is that all right?
I would say this would be a second check, so it would be an action.
An action? Then I'm not going to.
You do your best to
Yeah.
yeah, especially if
To
you're gonna
just help
cast
him out.
mending and stuff like that.
Yeah, for sure.
It's a whole lot. It's a whole lot of.
I totally forgot that we're like in a fight, so that's my bad.
You're good.
Take your time. No punching for me.
Okay. You've done such a great job keeping him safe. But we need to get you out. We need to get you out. Is there any way around here quickly that we can go?
He looks at like one of the windows.
Okay, is it like shoulder high, knee high, something of the sort?
It's one of those like kind of narrow but really high pane glass windows that is broken.
Yeah. Okay, so it's open. Okay. Okay. How do I go about doing this? Just I want to be able to try and get him to go there, but I don't know what requires me to do that. Would that be like is that my action? I don't mind if it is to try and get him
I think
out. But...
if you're casting mending, that would have had to be your action, unfortunately.
Okay. I'll live with it. Okay. I was like, we need to get you to this window. Can we just move together, even with them, and try and get you closer? I'll help you get out. You can climb on me to reach if it's too high.
Okay. Yeah, all right. Let's do it. Let's go.
Okay.
Fuck this shit.
Okay. Okay.
Sorry.
Sick will like. Oh god. Sick will use his every ounce of energy to hold him up, and see how he's how he's reacting to the body, if he's leaving him there or trying to bring him with him.
I think you've snapped him into, oh god, I need to live.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Mode.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, let's get you out and run as you can. If you can get out and as safe as you can, it's a crazy. I'm just going to be crazy out there too, but not crazy in here. But you need to get out, and I'll meet you at the bridge. Go to the bridge. I'll find you at the bridge.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Sits up. Okay. All right. Let's go. And he's in the turn rotation as well, so he will act on his turn.
Okay. So I will place myself in a position that could assist him. He can use me as a thing to get out if it's too high or not.
Sure thing.
Yep.
Okay.
Gross.
And
Clean it up.
Coming out of shock is giving him a bit of a kick.
Yeah.
Not
Totally
a
understand.
good one.
And even if he for some reason threw up unsick, he would not care at this moment. He wants him to be safe. So
Okay.
I will end. I guess this is what I'll do here. I'll end my turn because I used all my stuff. So yeah.
Okay. Zito, you're sitting there holding the beam up across your broad back. And in your vision, you're looking up the beam. You see two clawed hands grab the sides of the beam, and Hollick's nasty ass face turns and looks down to regard you. You can see they split down the middle, and so some of his face is like curled up outward, if that makes sense. Like the flesh is like now crispy and like has peeled a little bit, so he's got these two like kind of folds, and you can see that he's just kind of oozing this blackish greenish ichor. and he's gonna we've got options. Let's see. He's going to pull out this like strange gnarled piece of wood from his chest, and he's going to make this like makeshift flail from it with his sinew, and try to wrap it around the beam so that it spins once and then tries to like clock in the head with it. I've got a plus 16 to hit. 12 plus 16, that is going to be, is that a 30? Is that a 28?
28.
28. 28 to hit.
Just hits.
Excellent. You can see some rotted runes kind of peeling their way in the surface of this makeshift flail. You take, for the first swing, 21 magical bludgeoning damage. Make a con save.
Okay. I am good at those. That is a 17.
That is a failure. You take necrotic damage.
Okay.
And I'm not gonna lie to you, it's the same amount of damage as a fireball. 8d6.
And Aura of Life gives resistance to necrotic damage.
Oh, we love it. We love it. Come on. There we go. 41 necrotic damage, halved to 21. He then looks to Robin.
Oh no.
And this heinous spell, this cacophony of blighted magic is sent your way, and it's actually like a concussive blast. So you need a dex save of 24.
Okay. So, not 14.
No, not 14.
Is this an attack that I could use Uncanny Dodge when an attacker you can see hits you with an attack? Okay. No, I'll use Uncanny Dodge to...
That is for this was an area attack that required a save.
It says when an attacker that you can see hits you with an attack, you can use your reaction to have the attack's damage to have the attack's damage against you.
Okay.
So does that not work for this one?
You're not. Would you be able to do it with a fireball? Is my question.
Could jump out of the way?
Read Uncanny Dodge.
I just did.
Yes.
When an attacker that you can see hits you with an attack, you can use your reaction to have the attack's damage against you. Uncanny Dodge, I see it as like, you know, I go, "Wah!" and I duck behind, and there's a piece of rubble that just happens to like send it around me. I'm still burnt and charred at the tips, and my hair's a little bit shorter, and one of my ears hurts.
You know,
but I'm more okay than if I would have stood there and been like, "Hit me."
It is uncanny. And you know how skaters like on skateboards would like stomp on the board to like kick up their board and catch it.
Yeah.
You kick up like a bit of rubble and manage to detract and uncannily dodge
cool.
this. That said, Did you fail your DC?
I did. I got
Okay.
a 14.
Thunder damage, by the way.
Oh, interesting. Interesting.
15. 15 thunder damage halved.
Halved.
8.
18.
Veth.
Yeah.
The attack against me, was that a
Melee attack, yeah.
within 5 feet?
Nope, he's got reach.
Okay.
I thought they were both holding on to the same pole.
Yeah, but he's got this
Big
flail
pole.
that he's flinging at him from a distance.
Oh.
I was just checking for the magma mantle.
Lastly, it's you're gonna watch as Holic kind of almost like an orangutan like reaches down and like swings himself over the beam and kind of is holding onto the top and kind of hanging under it, and you watch as his arm dislocates audibly and then moves to the center of his back so that he hangs onto this beam centered. As his bones shuffled over there, you watch as plant kind of sprouts from the viscera to make that arm come back out, and so he's got 2 arms once again. Now he's got this kind of bony thing anchoring himself to that beam. So he's 5 feet off the ground, 10 feet away from Zito. You watch his chest kind of open up a bit as well. Robin.
Yeah.
Your turn.
My turn.
Burp.
Great. I am going to start with a bonus action of Darko's Flame Seed. Because I like including that in my thing. Is it 17 hit?
Sorry, no.
No, dang it. Okay, then I am going to, the Flame Seed kind of goes past the enemy, and it comes, and I'm gonna catch it, and I'm gonna kind of like do a spin move and turn it around and wrap it in my hands, and I'm gonna cast Burning Hands. Can you
Hell
give
yeah.
me a Dex saving throw?
23.
Well, shoot. Does it do half damage?
I think so.
Yes, half on succeeds still. Great. So that does 14 fire damage. Because of the enhanced bond with Darko, it does an extra 5. So 19 fire damage, halved.
Okay.
Why halved? Oh,
Because he
made the save.
succeeded the save. Yeah, that's all. And Darko is going to run back to me and act a bit as a shield between, or a flank in a way. I don't really know where everyone's laid out, but in front of me, but not blocking Zito.
Yeah, absolutely. How close was Darko to Holic?
He stayed within range. He hasn't left opportunity attack range. If Holic was only 10 feet away with reach.
Okay. So he didn't. Okay. Very good.
Because physically, to be in front of me and he'd have to be still within range. Mathematically.
Yeah.
That's my turn.
Very good. Thompson is going to clamber Sika and just get stuck in the window for a second and then is out.
You're
You look
free.
down. Yeah. You're like,
Be
all right,
free.
got him out. And then you look down at the corpse of the high priest of this church. Kind of have a somber moment there. You can see that his throat's been torn out by teeth. You know, it's been a time.
Okay. Sika takes a moment, just thinks of the high priest, and remembering that the high priest, that Thompson said, the high priest has capabilities that were impressive, and Sika's gonna investigate the body to see if he has anything on them to maybe assist with something forthcoming.
You find a spellcasting well, God, what's the name? An effigy? No,
Focus?
Focus.
you find a holy symbol for a Hraden. And also a flail, but it's the mace head of the flail is one of those incense burners. It's very Warhammer.
Okay, Elden Ring.
Very Elden Ring.
Okay. Cool.
A sensor. Yes, thank you, Annie. Annie gets inspiration. Let me answer this. Excellent. That's Thompson. Coterie.
Coterie.
Coterie is going to it has stayed at a distance from all of this, and so has kind of obscured vision, but she's going to clamber up some of the rubble and roughage to look down on the party that's in combat, and is going to cast Fireball. Good news. You watch as the flame seems to move around you and not include you in the damage. Gonna make a dex save. Wow, he might fail this. He fails this. Okay. With a 12. 7 plus 5.
What a loser.
8d6. Coming out to
Why don't you
29
use one of them
fire
legendary
damage.
resistances? Huh?
29 fire damage. Upped because it's fire. To just shy of 60 damage. Helavathea will also make an appearance. Oh, hell yeah. Tell
When she
Omega
turns
to
into a
jump in
rat and
whenever
hides?
ready. Second.
So where she turns into a rat and then hides?
She went through some character development, actually, if you remember.
Uh-huh.
Oh, a little braver.
And she's a little more, what's the term I'm looking for?
Oomph. Oomphy.
Oomphy?
Oomphy.
Something along the
You got
lines
to listen more oomphy.
of disillusioned to the peaceful ways that she believed in.
Year new oomph.
Let's see. I got too many options.
So many options.
I'm taking too long. Having noticed Darko's Yeah, Megan can just hop in. I'm ready for him. I'm able to. Thank you, CB. I appreciate you. Once you hop in, I can just switch over to the other template. Also, roll initiative for me, CB. Seeing Darko's hesitation and trying to like raise an alarm that there might be something else going on, you watch as she is going to cast Arcane Eye, and this bright, ephemeral, kind of purplish glowing eye with a white pupil manifests. And she's going to say, Zito, it's in your shadow.
It. What is it?
Annie, go ahead and
No!
Annie, go ahead and post the picture of what I like to call the cat. It was that strange.
Dito's girlfriend?
No, the other cat.
No.
The one that was defending Lady
Oh
Elstro.
no, that one.
That thing has been trying to keep tabs on the party all along, and now has the authority it needs to be able to get back into hunting its prey.
No.
Robin, your turn.
What happened?
My turn already? I feel like there's so many other people in this fight.
She just.
I feel like I just went.
Why do I have
Yeah.
you as 21? What did you get on initiative?
21.
I wrote your name down twice, like a silly goose.
Then take away this turn because I would have done the same thing ish.
So my initiative says Robin, 20 mark, Sika, Hollick, Cat, Thompson, Coterie, Hellevathea.
Okay.
Did I have you go twice, or did I just...
I feel like I just went. Because I just had Darko move to protect me, and you asked if he was within
No,
range.
that was the top of the round. So we're good, actually. You can go ahead.
No, we're not.
Are we not? Wow.
That's-
Where's
Zito?
my name on that list?
What'd you get on initiative?
10.
Okay, so I wrote Robin instead of... My apologies.
We look so similar. It's okay. I'm
It's
so
the
big and
muscles.
strong.
The beard.
Bop, bop. What is up, Omega, with the haircut? I see you looking sharp.
I am using my AirPods. Can you hear me? Am I
Yes.
gross?
Yeah.
It is a little gross, but we will forgive you because you're so pretty.
Oh, I'm in charge.
Just like I would try to mute up when it's not, just so you don't get any background audio.
We don't have any background or anything like that, so you're good on that. Mark.
Slay. It's just It's,
Honestly, it is totally okay.
As far as I know, I haven't been moved yet, so I'm in charge now. I'm in the driver's seat on the street.
are we rolling initiative? Did I just hear that?
Oh yeah, we're fighting.
Oh.
It is currently Zito's turn.
Okay. I will roll initiative
Is-
once I get things going.
You're good.
Is Soren in this fight?
I also need to.
Oh yeah,
Soren
where's my brother?
is in this fight.
Where's he in the initiative?
My apologies.
And there's
Wow,
a
how
lot
dare
of
you.
bodies.
There's a lot of stuff going on.
So many people.
Wow, he rolled like garbage.
And also,
We've
He
made
was
so
helping-
many
that.
friends.
He helped Thompson out the window on the other side. That's where he was.
yeah, he's like, I got him! I got him! I got him! Oh god,
Okay.
okay. Nice
Real
beat.
question, where's Knock? No. And Lock.
and also
Dude.
Task.
Locke is on the bridge.
Lock wet. But
Task
I
is out of
know.
spell slots. He was holding down the fort
Task was beat up.
and has access to cantrips. So what he's really doing is just trying not to die. So if you're here, he's out. He is taking cover.
Cool.
Tapped out.
Okay.
That looks better. Okay.
Okay, my question. I'm holding the beam and the roof and all that.
You directed the beam. You are able to move out from under the beam if you need to. Now you've wedged it in place.
Okay.
So you got some mobility there.
Cool. Okay, that's what I was worried about. So is Robin? No, Task is also next to me.
I'm
Task.
definitely next to you, and Task is too.
Task is fucking spent.
Yeah. Cool. Okay. In response to Helipathea yelling, "It's in your shadow," I'm just gonna yell back, "Busy."
You say that, but you do see the eyes where your eyes should be in your shadow, looking up at you with a hunger and a hatred.
Not hunger and
Okay.
hatred.
Then I'll go, "Stay there. I'll be back." I'm gonna hand my shield to Task. And I'm gonna say, "Hold this." And then I am going to rage.
Uh-oh.
But I just got Swelled Fury Part 2, which means I can skip 2 stages at one time.
Big mad, big face.
So I am going to go to Third Rage, which means I have to spend 5 hit dice.
You do not lose your hit die due to Robin's spellcraft.
Aura of life.
Okay.
Your hit point
Mental
maximum cannot be reduced.
Taking a mental note about that. And I am going to, I believe I can move as part of going into rage.
Oh, that's cool.
With instinctive pounce. I believe. Yep. You can move up to half your movement speed while going into rage. Nice. Cool. So I'm moving at Holic is
Okay.
his name.
You move across the
Nice.
distance, provoking an opportunity of attack from both of them.
Sure.
As you move into Holic's range and the shadow that is creeping along.
No.
When was I out of Holic's range?
When you were
Yeah.
10 feet away.
But that's still in his range. He has a 10-foot.
Oh, fuck, you're right. Never mind.
Yeah.
I know how to play Dungeons and Dragons. The creature, the paint-like spectre-y cat reaches up and slashes like upward at you like this, and it passes through you, and you feel it tear at your guts and from the inside. Does a 17 hit?
A 17 does hit. Yeah.
Okay. You take psychic damage
I hate that.
and magical slashing. We'll do the magical slashing first. Ten magical slashing.
Okay, have because I am raging.
And the psych. Where's my other D8? Where'd you go? You've abandoned me. There we are. Okay. Brr. 18 psychic.
18 psychic. Okay, so it's gonna take fire damage for touching me.
It does
Because
not.
how dare it?
It cares not for your physical damage.
The cat?
It is a specter-like entity that is currently haunting Zito's shadow.
Doesn't care about physical damage, so fire would count as physical damage.
Mm-hmm. It's an exothermic reaction that happens within the material plane.
Okay. Yes, I have some.
Zito, go on.
Okay, cool. Okay, yeah, I'm still moving at Holic. If you want this so bad, take it then. And I'm gonna throw a big punch.
Punch him.
Does a 28 hit?
Oh, yeah.
Cool. I have 3 punches, so I'm gonna roll all of these.
Okay.
Does a 24 hit?
Yes.
Okay. And 27 on the third one.
Yep.
Great. Okay. I just want to make sure. Okay, yeah. You won't take the extra fire damage from the magma mantle when I hit you, but you take it when you hit me. Or if you just touch me on your turn.
Alright.
So this is gonna be... For the first one, 15 points of magical bludgeoning.
Okay.
The second hit is 20 points of magical bludgeoning.
Okay.
And the third hit is 19 points of magical bludgeoning.
The first hit you land, I have those marked down, but just in case you choose to change your mind, make a con save after that first hit. Kasric, we are fighting Holic in the Church of Ahraden, and that cat ghost thing has come back to rear its ugly head.
Yeah, it's a little shit. It makes sense.
And 11 plus 8. So 19 on the con save.
You just succeed. You hit him again?
Yeah.
Roll con save.
Okay, that's a 15 on the die, so that's gonna be 23.
And you hit him a third time?
I need to roll an 11. I'm a 50% on every single one of these.
You never say that out loud. The dice will humble you. You never
hit him
say
in
it
the
out
third
loud.
time, roll a con save.
Is it a spell?
It is not.
Okay.
That will require a reaction, of which he only has the one.
Okay. That is a 16 on the die, so it's a 24. You got me once, and you're probably gonna get me again next turn because I will not learn. But right now,
I refuse to learn. I want to punch. Okay.
Zito angry, Zito punch.
Psychic damage, I believe, is the only non-physical damage type, or the rest are elemental or magical in a kind, but they're still in the physical, like radiant and necrotic, stuff like that.
Got it.
Thunder is sound.
Can you repeat that for me?
Physical pressure. Psychic damage is the only one that isn't. Hang on.
Is it realm bound or not realm bound?
Let me think about this.
Psychic damage tends to be an attack on the mental,
right,
where everything else is oppressive on the physical.
Right.
Psychic damage, thunder damage is still a concussive force hitting you.
Yeah,
in some way, shape, or
it's
form. I see what you're saying. Yeah.
It's molecules bouncing. Heat is them bouncing
energy
faster.
waving from
Wait, so
Yeah.
Radiant and necrotic are spiritual?
Magical damage, but they definitely have their own unique properties for sure.
Okay.
But you'll have to
Wouldn't
fuck around.
affect the cat.
You'll have to fuck around.
Oh,
and
I'll
find
fuck
it.
around.
Alright.
I'm sorry, I just got confused by how you said that. It just
It
took me to a whole other field.
It was immune to fire.
Okay.
Okay.
The shadow.
That's very good to know.
Cat creature, the specter that haunts Zito's shadow. I've got two different creatures with two vastly different resistances and immunities.
Yeah.
This is gonna be a fun fight.
I think
Oh.
so.
Figure this out.
Shane, these wings, I can just summon them whenever I want?
Yeah, so you summon them and then you have them for 10 rounds. And
Might
then
as
if you are not on a horizontal surface, you fall.
At the end of 10 rounds.
Yeah, so like 10 minutes of combat, kind of.
Yeah, 10 minutes of constant, 10 rounds, and then boop, down.
1 minute of combat.
Oh, sure. Whatever 10 rounds would be.
Well, I guess one total minute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess might as well bring out the wings, and he was
Oh, dang, this
he was climbing on top of stuff, so I'll just...
Yeah, and they're equal to your walking speed, and they're made of gossamer.
What's Gosmer?
It's like energy, and it's like
Spectral, radiant.
Yeah, spectral radiant, illusionist type things, fairy-esque.
I always just think of a jellyfish.
I always think of them as non-physical, is how I word it, and so that's kind of how I think about it, like I'm sure if you touch them, they'd feel something, but they're not like bird wings.
It's technically also a Looney Tunes character, so you guys got two Looney Tunes characters.
I relate to
the big orange thing.
I relate to Gossamer from Guild Wars 2, which is the Mesmer class, which uses Gossamer spells. So that's just like
In the embrace of Mesmer's flame.
Ooh.
Top of the round. Robin.
Should we take our first break?
We can. Should we?
I'm down.
I'm up for whatever. I'm having fun.
I feel like the break is the...
Let's do it. Let's grab a break. We'll be right back, chat. Whee! Boop. He was ready. He was ready.
I was debating on going to.
Okay. Top of the round. Robin has gone, which hits the 20 mark. And the ghost, this cat-like entity, is going to roil, and you watch as Zito has moved, the shadow has moved with it. It leaves behind this like pale paint-like substance streaking behind the shadow. I'm gonna turn the music down a smidge.
I am in the air now, if that changes anything.
It means it's not, the shadow isn't touching you. But it is going to lash out. I need the party, except for Sika, to make a dexterity saving throw, as the paint seems to bubble and boil and splash.
I like being behind the door.
Is this a trap or an attack?
This is an attack. This is
Okay,
a lair
I rolled-
action, actually.
I rolled from a purse, from a thing
Legendary
that I
action.
can see.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna use my reaction uncanny dodge because I got a 13 on my dex save.
Very nice.
So, woo! Somersaulting away.
Plus 1. That's a 15 on the dex save for me.
15. That's a fail.
Natural 20 for Kazrak.
Okay.
Let me get Reggie.
Zito's like, I'm on the brute squad. You're on the brute squad.
Natural 20 for Reggie.
All right, excellent. Kazric, you like pop up from your hiding spot in the rubble, just in time to pop back down from the strange splatter. Sorry, Robin, what did you get?
I got not enough.
Okay.
13. I think.
You take 14 acid damage.
Okay, and then I uncanny dodge as my reaction to
Okay.
have that to 7.
To 7, yes. And everyone who succeeded on the save does not take any damage.
So 14 acid to the failures.
Yes.
Okay.
Sika.
Hello.
'Tis your turn. You can see the fight happening from where you're at. You're about 40 feet away.
Awesome. So from where I am, can I see Holic? Can I see the cat?
Yes.
Awesome. So Sika's going to turn around, and he sees everyone going through all kinds of hell, and he's going to go up, and I'm going to cast Ominous Winds.
Ooh.
So you'll see Sika raise his hands up as like all the bodies start to shake and their odor raises up, and then the wind pushes and hits the Shadow and Holic. I need both of you to roll a Charisma save for me.
A charisma saving throw.
I'm a
You
bard.
think these boys have
Secrets of the
charisma?
word.
They're not charismatic boys.
Ain't charismatic, they creepy.
The specter rolls a 5.
Mm-hmm.
And Holic rolls a 13.
You both fail.
Uh-huh.
You are now not enchanted, but like subjected to my Aeolian winds. So right now that means whenever a target that has failed the saving throw makes an attack roll or a saving throw before the spell ends, they must roll a d12 and subtract that number from the roll.
I will use a legendary legendary resistance for Holic.
A
D12.
That is a lot. That is a brutal debuff.
Is
It
heavy.
takes some serious concentration for you because this room is not built for Aeolian tones, especially with the rubble.
Okay.
So there's a bit of like real hard concentration. And as the wind moves in to the place, you finally find the resonance of the room, and you manage to cast the spell. It's like a whistle tone that then finally resonates into this tonal hum.
Okay.
This high pitch, shrill sound.
So the cat is affected, but Holic is free?
Correct.
Cool. Awesome. I got a legendary on some worth it still.
Kazric. Oh, sorry, Shane. Bonus action, movement speed.
So I am feeling comfortable where I am right now, being away from stuff, and I can still range. But I'm going to set myself out of sight behind maybe a wall from the door so that they don't have direct eye contact on me.
Okay. Alrighty. That's gonna bring us to Kazric.
So Kazric stands and kind of inspects what's going on. Just because, a little bit of chaos has happened for the past 12 seconds, technically. In that moment, evading things with Reggie, who's still in his backpack. No, Reggie's probably floating next to him. But as Sika uses this wind, this tone, you can almost see a light bulb appear above Kazric. And he goes, and you see him like almost jump into his bag, and he starts putting things together. Specifically, you see him like he grabs those 2 twigs that he saw before. He grabs like some leaves that he crumbles them a little bit, and he likes how they sound, and he puts it in there, and he starts tossing things, and then he gets a little bit of that golden thread and goes, yeah. Puts that in this little concoction as well, and then he looks at Sika. He looks at Sika and he goes, "Oh, that can go. I don't know if it's gonna work, but it might. Okay. Hey, Holly!" And he just yeets this thing at Whalley, as finally revealing, because it's inspired by Zito, we have the Essence Bomb. Inspired by Robin, we have the Hellfire Bomb. This is the Aeolian Bomb. Firstly, I need to roll to hit. Reggie's going to help me, so I will get advantage on this attack.
Okay.
That's a 15 on the die or a 13, so that's much higher. Yeah, 26 to hit.
26 hits.
Nice.
Great. It's going to deal thunder damage, which is more important. And it's going to require charisma. Wait, hold on. Is anybody else in the blast radius?
Yes. That would be Zito and Robin.
Darko.
And Darko.
Bonus action
Yeah,
to make sure it just hits him. Because I can't do that with my bombs.
Very
That's
nice.
good to know. Thank you. So no saving throw because he got hit. More importantly, Sika, can you roll me a d8?
Sure. 5.
5. Ooh. So as this thing hits, you hear a bunch of sounds, but specifically you hear. I don't know if that got noise
Nope.
better or not.
We hear nothing.
You just went.
That's fine. As you have activated Soul in this scale, the affected creature must make a con saving throw, or allies gain advantage on all attacks made against it until the end of its next turn.
Con, huh?
Mhm.
That is going to be a 13 plus 8 to a 22. 21.
As he makes this, as he throws his thing, seeing him like almost resist, he goes, "That's not fun." Reaches quickly into the bag, and for a moment, like the camera pans back to when Kazakh asked Robin for silver paint specifically, and he pulls out a bunch of thorns or barbs, whatever, and he throws them as I cast silvery barbs.
Ah, you son of a bitch. I rolled a 1! I tripped on my chair!
Oh.
Now, here's the thing that sucks about this, just to be fair. Technically, Holland's next. So it won't last too long. But technically, allies have advantage on all attack rolls made against a creature until the end of its next turn, which would be next. But
Oh.
it worked. He goes, "Ah! I think it did anything!"
Who gets your silvery barbs?
Ooh, good question.
Good shout.
Let me look through Zito. No.
At all.
Robin.
What if I said please?
You this is on the tails of what happened the last episode. I don't think he gives it to you. So Robin.
What do I get?
Consequences.
Advantage on your next roll because of silvery barbs.
Cool.
Even though Zito technically didn't do anything wrong. Tism.
Above table,
Fantastic.
Zito did nothing wrong.
Really did nothing wrong.
Put that on a t-shirt, and then just
feels-
the back of the t-shirt is just a very confused and upsetty spaghetti Kazakh.
Zito's gonna start wearing a t-shirt that just says free Zito on it.
That is my action. That is technically my bonus action, so they didn't get hit. Reggie helped me, so that is his action. Movement, just keeping back. Yeah. That is me. And I think Zito, you do see him look at you for a moment, but then he looks at Robin. Yeah. And I mean, it's not magic, so I think honestly what happens is the explosion of the silvery barbs happen, and you just get like a small little poke from like the shrapnel hitting you, and that's enough to inspire you, I guess. I don't know. Back to
Following that, Holic starts his turn.
Get away from me.
No.
Following that, it's going to look at Robin and cast
Ah.
Cause Fear. Wisdom save of 17.
Oh.
Actually,
Trying to kneecap those sneak attacks. Oh.
Actually, what?
he's gonna get a fist to the back of his fucking skull when he looks away from me as my ring starts to glow. Oh, this motherfucker casting a spell this goddamn close to me? I don't even gotta teleport for this shit.
You just hear, oh.
And it's not the end of his turn either, so advantage on the attack against him.
Damn it! It came into play!
We got it, baby. That is a 16 plus 10, 26 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Nice.
Righteous. The other option was a 2, so I'm glad the 16 came out. And that is D8 plus 13, 14 magical bludgeoning. And then let me make sure that I have all the hiccup stuff correct. Teleport, melee attack. On a hit, the spell that the enemy is trying to cast is canceled, as it would be if it were counterspelled.
Yeah. Yep.
Sweet. Because I rolled a nat 1. So thank you.
The spell fizzles.
Dare take your eyes off me.
Robin, from your view, the head like turned around without like its shoulders moving at all, and it goes to like cast fear on you, and you watch as Zito behind it goes and puts his fist through the back of Holic's head and comes out the front.
Nice.
Idiot, and in life and in death.
Action surge.
Oh.
It's you punch through its head, and as you pull your hand out, the face like inverts to look up at you, and it is going to you watch the ribs reach out and try to stab at you throughout. You're everywhere. Let's see if we hit.
You're everywhere.
That is a 19 plus 16.
Yeah, it hits.
I'm sorry.
I mean, just.
pause.
but-
Pause the breaks. Plus 16.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
This is a challenge rating 23. I forgot though, because you hit him, make a con save.
Oh, yeah.
I also need to deal damage, so I'm gonna do that real quick.
Oh shit, yeah, thank you.
14 on the die, so I believe that saves. We said 11 was the cutoff point.
I'm sorry?
Because I have a plus 8 to con, so that would be a 22 total.
Oh, okay. I was like, you thinking 11 saves?
No. I think 11 is the lowest I can roll until just bad things happen to me.
So what was your total? For
22.
20. Okay, yeah, that saves.
Yeah.
Okay. Action surge. Stabby bits. 19 plus 16 hits.
Mm-hmm.
Now, as it wields out the damage from that, you need a DC 22 con save.
Sounds.
Okay. So I need a 14 on this die right now, at least.
You can do that. I believe.
That is a 2.
Uh-oh.
Oh. Believe
What
is
is
everything.
you're saving?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's
On
a
what?
Constitution saving throw.
Ah, fuck. Sorry.
Really quickly, 45 thunder damage.
Thank you.
Yeah, I used 3
Really
additional
quickly.
reagent dice.
Massive damage.
And also, 10 fire damage from touching me.
Hurt.
Yeah.
It's 20 fire damage for touching you.
How did the thunder look for him? Just so I can just calculate.
Holic took the thunder damage, but
Right,
took it normal.
Thank you.
Is it because he's a tree?
I mean, yeah, I guess technically. Okay. 26 magical piercing. And what was your con save?
10.
10, you fail.
So 13 piercing. Because I'm raging.
23 necrotic damage.
Which is halved because of the aura of life, correct?
Correct. Yeah, for
So
sure.
that's 12 necrotic.
Okay. What do I have for bonus actions?
Hey, Zito. I just realized a thing.
Yeah?
Did you roll at advantage when you did your reaction attack?
I did, yeah. That's the
Okay,
only reason
cool.
I hit him. Because I rolled a 2.
Oh,
And,
okay, gotcha. Because
and
technically, it's at the end of his turn, so everything is
Yeah.
still at advantage. But I know you had separate things. Go, great.
Okay. The various bones with roots wrapped through the broken seams retract from your body as the cat, as the shadowy, ghostly boy melts into the floor. And there's a brief moment where nobody knows where it is. Sika. You feel the hairs on the back of your neck raise just in time as from seeping out from above you, it falls down atop you, coating you in this acidic presence. Make a dex save. Attempting to coat you in
Dex
acidic
save.
presence.
Alright. I want to make sure I have to do this before anything. Okay, cool. So I rolled I got 18.
18.
Yeah.
Okay.
Does that hit? What does that say?
You managed to sidestep.
Cool. Sorry, there's
you just turned that dodge, and did you dodge with your knee out directly into his face?
that dog
Pull
up here.
the Dirk Nowitzki fade away.
I'd like to think there's like a bit of a moment.
just like oh.
It lands and now for the first time manifests into the fight to look across from you. It's gonna make 4 claw attacks. And it seems to pass through you, and you feel it in your bones. You feel it in your guts. What's my plus to hit? Plus 6? 13 to hit.
Meets it.
Meets it beats. It's 1. Means the 9 does not hit. The 14 does hit. Excuse me.
Blue.
And a 22 hits. So we hit you 3 times.
Okay. Can I I'll make sure I'm reading this right before I do something stupid. I want to silvery barbs.
Okay,
And
one
is
of the
that
hits.
also- Yes.
Rolled higher. But give your advantage to somebody while you're here.
Zito.
Okay.
I'm using that shit on a con save, and you know it. I'm gonna keep punching him.
Okay.
You need 3 DC 12 con saves.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry, 15. felt a
You
little.
need
3 DC
15
15?
DC 12.
You need, no. You need 3 DC 15 con saves.
Okay. Oh lord. Failed 1. That's gonna go to jail in a second. Failed 2. Failed 3. I rolled a 12, 12, and 11.
Oh, buddy. So at first you think you're good. There's of the 3 hits combined, a 3d6 plus 9 magical slashing damage coming out to a 19 total.
Okay.
And then you feel the necrotic damage.
Am I in the aura? I think I'm in the aura.
40 feet away from...
Yes. Oh.
Who's,
No, I'm not.
who's giving the aura?
Oh, Taylor.
Yeah, you're too far.
Robin,
I got
no.
fun news for you, friend. That's 7d6 3 times. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You should
6,
roll these
7.
one at a time.
Clearing that. I just combined the slashing damage though.
How much was the slashing damage?
Very minimal. We'll redo all this. So get rid of the 19 damage. First hit. 4 magical slashing damage, and
Okay.
then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's gonna come out to 28 necrotic damage. That's the first hit.
Okay.
Second hit. 1d. 4 magical slashing damage. Plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 28 necrotic. I almost said narcotic damage.
It's 28 Narcan damage. You're gonna live, but you're gonna be very upset about it.
And for the final swing, there we go. There's some damage. That's 6 magical slashing plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 27 necrotic. Make up your mind, dice. 27 necrotic damage.
I am bloody. I am hurt.
But you're up.
Wait, I'm saying I'm up. Yeah, I'm up. Wait, wait. You're under my ominous winds. You have to roll a d12 to subtract from everything.
From the hits, too. So that the 13 automatically misses because the lowest you can roll is a 1 and his AC is 13. So it's automatically 1 miss, which if that was the first one,
It's
sick,
a
give
d12
yourself
subtracting. It could be a -1 to the roll.
That's what I'm saying. You rolled a 13 to hit. His AC is 13. So even if you rolled the lowest
Yeah.
possible, that one misses.
Should I return my health to full and we do this again?
Not yet. You can give yourself 32 hit points back.
Okay,
So that
cool.
will undo the first hit damage.
I'm still bleeding, but good. It's a pretty blood.
It's glittering.
Yep.
Well,
I'm so glad I remembered this.
well, hail. That's -9 to one of the hits, and -5 to the other.
You had a 22. I remember you having a 22.
Yep. That would be the last roll, so we put
22
that on
would
the
still
5,
hit.
so that'd come out to a 19. 22 minus 5.
Yeah,
that's
still
wrong.
hits.
That's
22 minus 5 is 17.
17. Thank you. 17 still hits.
And
So that was the 6 and the 27. So
And I
that's
silver-
33
Barb's one of them.
and made you roll higher.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, so 2 hits.
Well, you never told us the higher roll. Does the higher roll -9 still be 13?
No. So 1 hit.
I'm alive!
Yeah, give yourself 32 more hit
Good
points
catch.
back.
Thank you. Thank you. All right.
Okay,
Are we
sorry,
level? No, you're totally fine. You're totally fine. I should have kept that in mind.
My brain felt useful there for a second.
Yeah, good
Because
job.
I got to memorize a bunch of numbers.
Good
so.
job.
Yeah,
You know
that's
what?
great.
Have inspiration. That was
Thanks, brain.
That was incredibly accurate. I couldn't have done that.
Hell yeah, dude. I'm advantage on 2 Constitution saving throws because I will not learn my lesson.
Okay.
That was a fun little bit.
For you.
I'm so glad I'm no longer
For you.
at 17 HP. So-
Now, Sika, you have blood, correct?
yes.
Okay. All right, moving on to Zito.
No, you don't
no.
get to say something like that.
Mm-mm.
You have blood in you.
Hey, do you bleed? Okay, calm down.
Zito, your turn begins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so we're skipping Coterie and Hellevathea?
By my count. You put yourself real low.
I rolled a 10.
Yeah, they rolled worse.
Oh,
Damn.
I think it's because you accidentally skipped me in place of Robin on the first one, on the first round. So I had that listed wrong.
Yeah, I got it.
Oh, yeah.
I'm changing it now. Oh, you got it. Okay.
Yep.
I see.
Zito,
Yes.
your turn begins.
Mm-hmm. Okay, the way you said it, it made it sound like something was about to happen to me at the start of my turn.
Nope.
And the way that you're looking, no? Okay, all right. Rude of you to.
Taylor, you get 11 HP from chat.
Yay! Thanks, chat.
Do I?
Bev, I just want to give you a huge congratulations on adapting to that whole thing.
Thanks.
Inspiration from me, buddy.
It helps to trust your party that they won't lie to you. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Fuck it. Bonus action. Rage.
Oh.
I made a mental note that it didn't hurt to get angrier.
Yeah, you don't feel any of that detrimental fatigue.
I like to think Robin feels like a weird pull every time. Like the aura just kind of like pulses. It's like, I
Cool.
do not understand what he's doing, but he's getting mad.
Terrifying to just feel a slight tug every time Zito gets mad.
Yeah. Is this my instincts?
I'm going into 5th rage.
I think that's the highest you've been so far, correct? In this campaign?
Mm-hmm. It's
Tell
all
me
grunts
about
from
it.
Oh.
here on out.
Paint me a word picture.
Zito's mad.
I think he's flying in the air. So this is kind of fun. But he's like, it's all Holic, and it's just so much rage towards this one thing. And you got regular rage, and then the deeper it goes, the redder the eyes get. And when he goes into 5th rage, he throws the punch through through Holic's head, and pulls it back out. He's like an idiot in life, an idiot in death. And then he stabs me with the ribs. And I think in that moment, I would also just like reach out and grab his face while he's like stabbing me with his ribs.
Okay.
And then I would smile and blood would start spilling out of my mouth and out of my eyes. And I would spit it into his face and just start laughing maniacally. And then halfway through the sentence of "I'm having fun too," it would start going, "I'm having."
It tapers off. Just muddles.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
And punch, punch, punch.
Punch, punch, punch.
Punch, punch, punch. 27 to hit on the first one.
27 hits.
21 to hit on the second one.
21 hits.
Okay. And a 25 on the third one.
25 hits.
Okay, and then now I'm in 5th rage. This is 2d8. Plus 18. So it's 28 magical bludgeoning on the first hit.
Okay.
12 was that? Is that 30 magical bludgeoning on the second hit?
All right.
And 28 more on the third hit.
How do you want to do this?
Whoa.
Okay. I think what I would want to do is when he does the rib cage thing, I'd pin my elbows down.
Okay.
And so, like, trapping his ribs inside of me. And then
Cool.
using my spectral wings, fly straight up into the roof. And just pin his head to the roof. And then give him one shot to the ribs. Then one shot to the face. And then I pull down and aim straight at the floor. And just dive bomb the floor with my forearm on his neck.
Whew.
And just smile in his face as my blood is dripping down. And just... And then just straight impound into the ground.
Hell yeah. You floor Holic. And you watch that bit of blood seep into Holic. Sorry, how dare. And it's as if the lights come back on.
Uh-oh.
With it where the face should be, where the eyes should be, two pale green pinpricks of light lock back onto you. And a wicked, cracking, burning, putrid smile grows from ear to ear. This eerie shadow. Sika, it's almost as if the winds die. They don't. But there's this outpouring of shadow. Holic reaches up and grabs the back of Zito's head.
I'm so glad you're here, Zito.
quick question.
Me.
Yes. Were his eyes this sickly green before?
No, he kind of just had like rotted out sockets of bone and viscera and oh no, I'm wrong. He had eyes because he was constantly like rubbing out the moss that was growing in the corners.
Okay, but they're like this unnatural.
Well, the
green
face is caved in and
blood.
gone. So
Yeah, fair.
now the two pinpricks of light appear, and you can see the bits of plant replacing the destroyed viscera.
Okay. It ringing any bells? Is this like stage 2 fight? Is this, especially now that the plant is involved? Like just trying
Does
to.
he still have the crystal in his mouth?
No.
Roots?
It doesn't seem like a stage 2 because according to Task has killed him multiple times and he keeps coming back.
Sure, yeah, but
So
coming
it's like
back
a stage 8
with, coming back with like a newfound vigor is different than just not being able to die.
Correct.
Does it seem? Is there anything I can do to try to ascertain what might just have happened?
Likely this is a trait of the Leshen.
Okay.
You did
Chris.
note the blood being consumed.
Yeah, yeah, I didn't like that. Does it? Ooh, then because gotta show off the fact that I'm the smartest one in this group.
Prettiest girl at the party.
Amazing.
I've got the
Does-
wrinkliest brain.
I do. Does this seem like life essence being used? Based on what I've seen, zero. Your name is now Zero.
Heinous.
Based on what I've seen Zito do, and with the bombs that I can now create.
Make an Arcana check at disadvantage.
Why a disadvantage?
Because it's not your turn, and you don't have a great angle on these finer details. Whoa.
Okay, okay, at disadvantage it is a 19.
Okay. No, this is not in regards to the crystals. This is not in regards to the hit die magic. This is something
Something else.
Yeah.
Right. I'm just gonna keep looking and hiding.
Okay. Was that your turn, Zito?
I think.
You did use your bonus action to up your rage.
Yeah. So that was my bonus action and action, but I think in response to this, what limited brain power Zito currently has, Zito would be like, okay, I will, if pounding you into the ground isn't going to work, I will just suck the life out of you until you shrivel up into a small, useless shell of yourself. And I'm gonna try to look up to find Kazric, but it's very just things are blurry. It's very much I just find the general area of Kazric.
You see a swath of green amongst the rubble.
Yeah. I'm gonna wipe blood from my face onto my wraps and just fling some toward Kazric. And as best as I can, wink. Just missing teeth, big smile.
Okay. Thompson scurries.
Valkyrian.
Flying.
What's your price for fight?
Okay. Coterie. See within range. Sphere can hover. Nope, can't do that. Is going to attempt to cast Polymorph on the ghost-like cat paint specter monstrosity. The cat, however, has a mutable form.
Can he not?
She is going to then take cover behind some roughage. Helavathea is going to upcast Healing Word and twin cast it. Who's got? I know Zito's been a little beat up. I know Robin and Sika have both taken damage. Who's looking? Okay.
I'm 81 out of 114.
Okay, and
I'm
Kazric.
A-okay.
Okay, Kazric.
I am missing.
A pinky.
I am at full health plus.
I'm missing 93 hit points.
Okay.
Ugh.
I am almost at half.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's not a ton of healing, but Sika and Zito get 23 health back.
When you are seeing her heal, you're going to see Sika uncontrollably start vibrating. And little tones and sounds just like escape through his body and circle around him, and some reach out as a gentle hand to Zito, as if a godly cleric's hand holds him and gently caresses his cheek, giving him extra healing. I'm going to roll for it and give it to him. You activated Bind the Wounds from his Traveler's Trait. So
That's
when
cool.
you were being, so while you were being healed, both Zito and Sika, another thing happens to where if we have a disease on us or if we have a poisonous effect on us, they are removed.
Okay, Sika, you suddenly feel more whole.
Oh, cool. Hey, I love that. I love that. I'll just do my rolls and send it off to Zito after this, but that's Sika's gonna be like,
Okay.
What happened?
It starts vibrating. I don't know what's going on, guys.
There's a wind chime!
Holy bells ring.
Bop, bop. Reset that real quick. Okay. Soren vaults over rubble and moves in, strafing along sideways to keep Robin in the periphery. Gets within 30 feet of Holic and casts Blight at 4th level. Holic makes a con save of 16. Rolls a 15 and fails.
Uh-huh.
And would take 35 necrotic, but is going to take half. legendary action from the ghost. The creature that has been haunting the party is going to try to physically sap your blood, Sika. DC 15 con save.
DC 15?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And you said the healing was 23 that you gave me, right?
I believe
Yes.
so.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, it's
Does
a
your-
legendary turn. That's why the cat gets to go again.
Yeah, legendary action.
Okay.
Does your ominous winds affect this in any way? Sika?
CB, you can't do that. No, CB, you may not.
Whenever they're making an attack roll or a saving throw.
Okay.
Yeah.
So no.
Yeah.
This was a DC 15 con save.
Easy.
Well, it's if the cat was making the save.
Ah, I see.
Yeah.
It was BC.
I fail. Right? Wait. Yeah, I fail.
You fail. You feel your pores ruptured, your veins rend, and a fine red mist is pulled from you. You're going to take 7d6 necrotic damage, and you would lose some of your hit point max, but you don't because of Robin.
Cool. I also just forgot that I had an inspiration. Can I use that just in case? Are you okay with that, or is it too late?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did Sika move back?
It did
into
worse.
my-
It's fine.
Did Sika move what?
No,
back
Sika
into
didn't
my
move.
aura?
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Can we just say I did? Stop picking on Sika.
No, you should have done
Because
it.
it hasn't been your turn yet.
It's been a turn yet.
Then get fucked.
But it hasn't been my turn yet.
Thank you, Annie, for refunding. So, okay, you also lose 23 HP from your max, and the cat, being clever and conniving, is going to move that mist over to Holic, who drinks it greedily. Robin,
Yeah.
Also,
it is your turn.
Sika, you don't
I-
lose anything from your hit point max.
I know, but I'm so dumb because these new spells I keep forgetting because there's too many of them. I could do something. Do you want me to do something? I'll do something. I don't want him to have my blood. I'll use my things to do this properly. I'm doing everything by the book. I really want to do this.
I'm confused.
Okay. Sorry. Just correct. I totally forgot I have my reaction still.
Ah,
Uh-huh.
Yes. Can I use that?
you don't because you silvery barbed.
You did.
Yes.
All right, next.
Yes. It's been so long. I'm sorry.
Robin. Fine. Robin.
Robin, am I free to move? Like, am I able to move? Okay, great. I'm gonna move like 15 feet towards Sika,
Okay.
which keeps Aceto and Sika and Soren and Kazric and Darko all in my aura circle. And Darko is going to move towards Zito, to stand right next to Zito, and is gonna kind of give him like a pat, like a paw, like a big dog jumping up and like giving a pat on the back. And he is. I'm going to cast. I'm going to cast Cure Wounds through Darko's touch on Sika, or
Very
sorry,
nice.
on Zito. So that's going to be healing, healing 14. But because of my enhanced bond with Darko, he also gives you another one. So 15.
Wow, what a bond!
What a guy.
He's kind of scared. You're real angry right now, okay? He's like, Mom, I don't want to. It's like the dog when you're like trying to clip its nails, and it's like,
Okay.
Okay, so that was my action. I don't understand. Is Hollick still alive? They're still like doing stuff.
Hollick's back in it. Yep.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Then bonus action, Darko is going to attack, which he'll get my 26 I think is fine, but just to see if he gets in that 26. Gosh, Darko's rolling like poop. For 6 fire damage with a flame seed.
Up to 12.
Yeah.
Sehr gut.
I was gonna do more attack, but I think I wanted to heal a little bit of Zito.
Very good.
And I can't attack the cat, and for some reason in my brain, he was still down. So I used the healing move instead.
Okay. Yeah, the
Okay.
green lights came
Zito
back
does
on.
appreciate it.
Dang it. Okay, well, that still helps, hopefully, at least a little bit. So that is Robin's turn. She feels kind of weird standing in the middle, trying to, like...
Zoning.
making sure that she can be within range of everybody for her
Control
aura,
casters.
so. Yeah.
Is
that'll
that
be
your
my
turn? Okay.
Yes, that's my turn.
Hollick is going to use a legendary action. Zito, you look to Kazric and do the wink, and then you as you turn to regard Darko, you feel a stabbing sensation from Hollick's hand, which is wrapped around the back of your head. Make a wisdom save.
Is this a spell?
No.
Can it be?
No.
Okay. Well, I have disadvantage on these.
Oh no.
Okay, so it was 2 14s on the dice, so I guess it doesn't matter. But that would be a 16 on the wisdom saving throw, which probably won't save anyway. So everything's pointless and nothing matters.
Well, you feel, piercing through the back of your head, these burrs that don't bother with your brain. Scrape their way around your brain to get to your eyes. And you feel the back of your eyes get punctured and your vision fails. Last thing you see is Darko, the Hellhound, looking at you, delivering that healing. And then Darko looks notably worried at the sight before him. Your eyes were already bleeding.
Yeah, they do that.
Now they are bleeding profusely as your vision fails.
Gross.
Sika,
Hi.
tis your turn, my friend.
All right. So
I gotta ask. Technically, is the layer doing something at the 20 mark?
No.
Okay.
Great cue.
There you go.
I realized that neither of them would have lair actions, so I've just been doing legendary actions on the 20 mark. Because this is not their lair. This is a holy place. Oh, thank you, chat. Thank you for the 16 HP. Oh, tasty. Sika, your turn begins.
Hi. Okay.
You feel sapped.
So to confirm, I've lost 23 HP and I lost a total of 23 HP.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. So
Your
I'll do-
maximum HP is not going to be.
It
Yeah, I
was
just have to-
because Robin hadn't moved yet. Now Robin has positioned and can no longer, and that won't happen
Okay.
to Sika now that he is in range
Okay.
of the hit
Okay,
point.
but
Makes
for
sense.
now, I am down 23, and then after later, that'll come. Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. New mechanics for me to experience. Love it. So,
High level combat in D&D is fun but stressful.
you said my key word. High level combat.
What you
Sika,
got?
feeling sapped, is like wanting to get rid of this fucking cat getting at him. And so he reaches his hands out onto the doors and pulls himself up, feeling weak, and has his hand on one of the left walls and just sighs. and then he sees, how do I word this? I'm going to do it. He's going to start passively casting a spell. And he sees, he's feeling the blood falling from him. He sees the injuries that have come to Zito and gets really mad. And he in that moment, he clenches his fists, bringing in all the light that is just currently around him and swells through his body, and it just then mists into mist just outside of him as he casts Symbol.
Ooh, I've never had a symbol in my game.
So it is placed in an area that Sika knows. And it plays that Sika knows. He has created. He's like. He in his mind when he's casting this, he's thinking of his friends, the people who he's giving gifts to the people who have been kind to him, and then all others, the ones who have harmed, the ones who have created hate inside of him, his memories coming forth and just darkening his soul a little bit more, as this symbol that he can see starts forming. 3 swishes up like a wave, and then 1 down through the middle, and then it's a side, as he has created the symbol of stun. So anything that is not, so his condition is anyone who is not his friend
Okay.
in a 60-foot radius while they're in this have to succeed on a wisdom saving throw, or they're stunned for 1 minute.
Well, the ghost rolled a 19. You said wisdom?
Double check where to go. Yes.
19 plus 2 for a 21.
Okay, so the ghost should not have the effect.
Okay. I'm gonna roll for Holic. But I think this is definitely worthy of a legendary resistance. But let's see if I manage to save. Dirty 20. 13 plus 7.
So he would succeed.
Okay.
You have to do this every turn, by the way.
Wait. the cat would have to subtract D12 from their saving throw.
You're so right. Oh no!
It was a 19.
Rolled a 1 on the D12, baby.
Those who will be
No,
looking at Sika, by the way.
So the 21
see.
becomes a 20.
I thought the cat rolled a 19.
Plus 2 to 21.
Yeah. So yeah.
Minus 1 down to 20. I can
You
take a
got away
picture.
with this one, cat. But you only got a certain number of lives, you hear me?
So the cat rolled a what?
It's not that I
Cat
don't
rolled a
believe you,
dirty
I'm just
20.
upset that it happened.
Okay, right. And then it subtracted how much?
He only took -1 from the D12. So it's a dirty 20.
20 is the end result.
Oh, 20's end result. Sorry. Okay.
Yeah, it was 19 up to 21 down to 20.
You are lucky.
It is a cat.
But yes, it is a cat. But yes, so that is there, and they have to do it every turn.
That's heinous.
Yeah.
That's disgusting.
And so if anyone is looking at Sika who knows him, will see that he is being slowly swirled by shadows.
Cool. Yeah, you just grasp the light. The light is drawn into your fist and like peeking out from in between the fingers.
Mm-hmm. And then he's going to be in the room now since he's made his way in. So he's still inside of her area.
Yep.
And
Wait, you said you move?
like not
Robin
to
moves,
opportunity,
okay.
Not opportunity sense. It was just like I just had to see in the room. So that aspect. And I am going to use my bonus action to give myself a bardic inspiration.
Okay. Kazric.
Excuse me. That's creepy. Notes that.
Oh, CV?
Yes.
You're excused.
Slay. No Sika. Shadows swirling. Doesn't really understand the warlock stuff. I don't even think Sika said the word like warlock or pact or anything like that out loud, at least not to Kazric. So just like, okay. But looks back to Zito. The wink, the spit, all of it. It's really nasty, but he believes he's picking up what he's putting down. And for a moment, as within the 6 seconds, you see him reaching into his bag to grab the vial of Zito's blood that he has. But then he thinks about it, and then he puts it back in his bag. He gets the components that he needs, and then you see that because if you look at the art, he has just very sharp teeth. He bites into his hand.
Okay.
And he uses his blood. He forms that, and he throws an essence bomb. I'm going to use Reggie again to give me the help action. Because I wanted to hit, and I don't think I need a bonus action on this turn unless I need to. Because I'm gonna regret saying this out loud, but I have not been targeted at all. So I don't think that Kazric has not been targeted. But Kazric doesn't think he needs to hide. Hide.
Mhm.
Might regret that, but it's fine.
I have
So
schemes.
I'm gonna use the bonus action to ensure that Zito doesn't get hit by this. So
If it just takes away hit dice or what?
no. If it is,
Ben's
it's
face. Ben went.
no. So yeah. So well, okay. Thank God for the help, because that's a natural one. Let's go ahead and get rid of that. Thank God. We're gonna turn that natural one into a 28.
Pretty good jump.
Big jump. Yeah. To be fair, I'm a plus 11 there.
Beg your fucking pardon.
It wasn't a crit, so that's good.
All right.
However, I am pumping 5 reagent dice into this. So it's going to be 8d10.
Oh, okay.
8d10 plus 10. So I'm going to use my Fury in small too. So let's get this red. 7, 16, 22, 31. Oh god! 35, 42. Keeping it. 50, 60,
Jesus.
70.
Jesus.
Wait, that was it. That's it. 70, 80. 80 points of damage.
Kazric. Go ahead. Sorry, I cut you off.
Oh, no worries. 80 points of fire damage. And roll a d4 because it hit him. Nobody needs to make a save. 4. That is 4 hit dice that is siphoned out of him.
How do you want to do this?
I'm gonna flip it and reverse it. Beth, what happens when a bomb explodes? Someone. So I don't think it's how do I want to do it. It's how does the bomb happen?
There's a detonation from the center of his being, and you watch as bits and pieces are scattered. You don't see the green lights, and then you think for a moment maybe that one did it.
No, I don't.
Well, okay, that's fair.
He just learned that it's been coming back, so he's just like, let's find out.
Zito. You can't really see what's going on, but man, if that big boom didn't tell you a lot. And then you feel this gag tearing as this hand and arm come out of your mouth and grab onto your chin as lichen and moss begin to grow out of the corners of your eyes, and 2 pale green lights appear in front of your eyes.
I am fully cloaked in magma.
Yup.
How's that lichen enjoying
At the beginning of
growing into lava?
Hollick's turn, it would take some damage. But you're not breathing, and you're not seeing.
Okay, girls. Just so I understand.
Mm-hmm.
Blew up, and then he got more into Zito.
He was already in Zito, and so I get to pick what part of Hollick respawns.
For sure. I'm seeing what's happening.
I chose in Zito.
That's nasty.
Zito, you need to make a strength save, or your jaw is dislocating.
I also need to know, siphoning the hit die, which there is now a moat that is on the ground that he will grab. Did anything shift? Oh no.
We lost Taylor. Taylor lost power. Poor Taylor. Taylor will return.
That is a 36 on my strength saving throw.
Okay, you keep it from dislocating your jaw. Bob.
Do we want to take our second break?
Ooh, yeah, that's a great idea. Let's grab our second break. We'll be right back, chat. And we're back. Let me move the people around. Where are we in combat?
I don't know. It got
just-
dark over here.
Who's Tracy?
Bop.
Kazric just went.
Bop.
Yeah.
He killed, and then he became Oleg Zito.
That's right. Thank you.
Zalik.
Thank you. Okay.
Zillik?
Zillik. Bop. Okay. Kazric just went, which means it's Hollick's turn. Now, there is something that happens at the beginning of the turn because I believe there was fire involved. The beginning of Hollick's turn.
Does he not like fire? Because he got a lot of it.
He does not like fire.
Oh yeah, that was all fire from Kazric.
He's made out of like plant material.
Plant and flesh. Shane is not a barbarian. Oh, you so right.
Huh?
There we go. I had you in the wrong spot.
I could be a barbarian.
I would love to see you play a barbarian one day. That would be all sorts of fun, I feel like.
You'll get to, actually.
Oh.
I'll tell you that after the game.
And welcome in everybody who raided. Thank you so much for the follows. I see you. We're in a level 15 campaign right now. We're about halfway through the campaign. All sorts of nonsense. We really should get the Minty Minute back sometime soon. That'd be fun. The super sped up out of context recap that hinders more than it helps. For now, Hollick fails and is going to take fire from, I believe, from Darko the Hellhound, correct? Had some fire going, and there was, I made a note here that he needs to roll against the fire at the beginning of his turn.
Oh. He doesn't roll against it.
Darko.
He's just touching me, and I'm cloaked in magma.
That's what it was. It was the magma. All right, roll the damage from the magma mantle, the cloak of lava that flows around your shoulders.
Ooh. A 6, and a 4. That is 16 fire damage.
16 fire damage, understood. Alrighty. Hollick is ripping himself out of you, Zito. I need you to make a con save.
Okay.
A Leshen, for everyone who doesn't know, is somewhat of is very akin to an undead, but cannibalism is involved to create in the first place. It's very, very dark and very, very jarring.
Okay, that is. Thank God this is I had the silvery barbs, because that was a 3 and a 14, so that's going to be 22 total in the con save.
Okay. Half damage. Nine piercing damage.
Okay, halved again because angry boy. So 5.
Entombing Grasp. I need you, Zito, to make a Dexterity 24 dex save.
That is above my pay grade. Basically, I'll roll because I guess a nat 20, but that is the only possible. Is it something? Oh well, I'm blinded, so wouldn't help me there. Is it a spell?
Nope.
Okay. That is a natural 1, so the opposite of what I needed.
Okay. You take 8d6 force damage. And you have the grappled condition. The escape DC is 19. You also notice a strange sensation as areas like your windpipe, your teeth, other bits of contact, the sockets around your eyes, begin to not petrify, but turn to wood. And you're lucky you don't take fire damage.
But he does. He touched me again.
Yes, he did. Go ahead and roll that damage. As I roll the damage for you.
5 and 3 is 8, and 5 is 13 more fire damage.
Doubled to 26. And you take 31. What kind of damage? Force damage. It's going to extricate itself from you. You get to get an attack of opportunity at disadvantage because you are blind, as it kind of venom style scrabbles along the floor towards Kazric.
Yeah, I'll give it a punch. Ugh, gross. Oh, that's gonna miss. 14.
14 does miss. It rears up in this absolute abomination of a creature, and is going to make 2 attacks on you.
On your
Kazric.
Kazric.
That's cocked. I don't think either of those are gonna hit, but who knows? You have a real low AC. Does a 12 hit you?
Nar.
Does a 14 hit you?
He looks grossly at Task, and then looks at the thing that he's wearing, and says again, Nar.
Alrighty. That's gonna bring us to this
me
cat-like entity chat. For all the newcomers here, if you go over to the Discord, you may see the visuals we are using for the campaign. Go to the Terraform channel in said Discord, but also make sure you hit the rules and agree to them so that you can have access. Okay. 4 claw attacks for Sika.
Stop!
At least you have resistance to necrotic now.
I do.
And also, don't forget to minus a d12 from all those rolls, Feff.
Thank
Yep.
you. You're correct. What a brutal debuff. What a brutal debuff.
I would be dead otherwise.
We might still get there.
Yeah.
My d20s and their respective d12s.
Oh. Also,
What you mean also?
uh,
What you talking about?
Pollock ended his turn inside of the sphere. Inside of the symbol.
You're correct.
Wisdom saving throw with minus d12.
Natural 20. Minus 12. Ow. 20 minus 12. Is that 8?
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you. Rolls an 8. What happens again, please?
Stunned.
For 1 minute.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. Anyway. Okay. What are my pluses? I have a +6. So, I've got a 12 minus 4 to hit for the first one.
For the first claw attack?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that doesn't hit.
I've got a 13 minus 3 to 14 to hit.
14?
Uh-huh.
14 hits.
14 hits. I've got a 15 minus 4, which makes an 11 to hit.
It does not hit.
Okay. And I've got a 22 minus 4 to 18 to hit.
That will hit.
Okay, so I've hit you twice.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna use my roller just to speed things up. Do I need to deal the damage out individually from the 2 different hits? Nope. Okay.
I don't know.
He's asking if this is gonna do a lot of damage, and you don't have. Do you have a ton of health? Because if you don't have a lot of health,
No, that's
then
not what
why
I'm
are these-
asking. We had to break it down into individual hits last time. Damage.
Right, because I was worried that all of that together was gonna,
Oh, I see.
like, you were gonna go over his limit.
Okay,
Over
first
limit, under arrest.
12 magical slashing,
Holy cap.
and then 14 d6 necrotic.
Hi.
Because it's both.
Five,
It's
six,
76 and 76,
Oh,
but you're gonna
okay.
take
I
half
was
of
expecting,
whatever this is.
I was expecting to get 14 and 14. I'm like, when did this game?
14. Okie dokie. 48 necrotic.
48?
48.
Have to 24.
24.
Yip, yip, yip.
Trying to build myself up to something here. I have to keep doing other things.
Zito. It is your
Yellow.
turn.
Yeah, it is. Zito mad.
What?
Zito angry.
What?
The barbarian got
Zito
angry?
can't see.
And it's moved away from
Zito.
you.
Yeah, but it still make noise.
That's true. It do be like...
And it do smell like prey.
Sorry, it actually sounds like... There we
Yeah. Zito can follow that. Zito is going to.
Just stomping through the rubble.
I need to do a concentration check because of your hits now.
Thank you. You have to roll over half. It's a con save, and you have to roll over half the damage taken each time.
That's impossible.
Damn it. You cool with just splitting it down the
If
middle?
you just half it.
Yeah.
Half is 12 if it was 2 attacks,
So-
and 6 and 6.
Yeah, so you have to roll. But if it's below 10, you just have to roll. You have to roll an 11 or higher on a Constitution.
And I'll have to roll one or twice right now.
Twice. 24 plus
Twice.
the I believe it was like
Oh, yeah, I
12
know, yeah.
magical slashing, so 6. 6 plus 12, 18. You have to roll over 18 on a
9.
con save twice.
Well,
But it was 2
no,
attacks.
because he was. Yeah,
If-
it's 2 different attacks. He only took 24 necrotic damage because it was reduced because of the aura. So
But he
it
took
would
the
have been
slashing
12
damage
and
as
12,
well.
and then reduced. So I think it'd be a 12. He would have to roll a 12 on each of these.
Okay.
And how do you what die do I roll for inspiration?
Con.
Again? So inspiration
Or-
dice?
Oh.
D-
Oh, that's advantage.
well, inspiration.
Inspiration
yeah,
is
it gives you
advantage.
From chat, sorry. Chat
Advantage.
inspiration. Oh, just advantage? Okay.
Advantage, yeah.
I'm using that for that one. Let's go over there. Nat 20 on 1.
Okay, let's go. Very nice.
I failed the other one, so I have now lost concentration.
On
So
on the
On symbol?
On no
ominous winds.
Ominous winds. Yeah.
Hmm.
Now, let's see here.
Is symbol not concentration?
It is not.
It's a glyph.
Oh, that's so ragged.
Mhm.
Ugh. You have inspired a new thing for me. I'm gonna call things ragged. Ugh. Ew.
Yeah. So ominous winds. The cat will feel no longer breezy.
Okay. Okay.
Just wait till
No
my
more
next
ominous.
turn.
Excellent. Zito.
Yeah. Zito gonna stomp over.
Crunch, crunch,
And-
crunch, crunch.
Yeah. And Zito not being able to see and not thinking goodly much, just kind of Zito wants to wring the sponge out until it is dry.
That is wildly intimidating.
And if he still had his eyes in, he would just close them and kind of go all Jedi Knight, sense the force around him. He's just aiming for life essence at this point, so he's not looking for a body. He's just like,
It's very
I know
Neo.
what-
It's very Matrix coded.
he's like, I know what your essence feels like, and I am going to drain it from you. And with one punch, instead of the usual 3 really quick ones, this is gonna be just like one very heavy, slow punch.
At disadvantage. If you roll into hit.
Reckless attack.
Ah. That's a +10, I believe, or is it advantage?
No, it's just advantage, so this would just be straight up. It's an 18 on the die, so it's 28 to hit.
28 hits.
Yep, you're gonna take regular punch damage, and at 5th range, it's 2d8 plus 18, so it's 10 plus 18, that's 28 bludgeoning damage. But whether it hits or not, I need a Constitution saving throw of 18.
I have to roll a 10 or higher. 13, baby, +8.
Okay. You're still going to take a little bit of... You're going to take half of this force damage, but you won't lose hit dice.
Okay.
Because you made the save. You're stunned.
That's right.
And you have a minus D12 to your saving throw.
Damn it.
I believe if you're stunned and I'm hitting you with a melee attack, that is an auto crit.
It's an auto crit, but you still have to hit.
I hit.
It's true, you did hit. And that's a -4 to my save. Bringing my, 21 down to a 17.
17. 18 was the DC.
Oh!
I just read the stun. I don't see anything about crit, but I see the rolls have advantage.
That's just
Oh, no. Sorry. Correct. That is paralyzed when you get the auto crit. That is not stunned.
Okay.
We all just...
He fails
It's-
the DC though,
Sorry.
thanks to the -12
stun-
debuff.
Multitasking.
So a stunned creature is incapacitated, can't move, and can't speak, and can speak only falteringly. The creature automatically fails strength and dexterity saving throws, and attack rolls against the creature have advantage.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
So
Okay.
that was a con save, but it still fails. Due to the
You're going to take...
12 debuff.
It's 2d4 plus 5 force damage, which is 6. That's 11 force damage. I get 11 temp HP. And then you lose a number of hit dice equal to 1/2 that total. So 11 cut in half, 6. So you would lose 6 hit dice from that.
How do you want to do this?
Damn, I can't speak in anything other than grunts. All you guys would hear is grunts. Oh
The
man.
rage essence leaves.
Oh, the unintended consequence of being at 5th stage rage is that I can't even say a cool thing before I kill someone.
Just pull an I am Groot thing, do it in grunts, and then narrate to the stream.
Okay, well, he would say useless, but all you guys hear is and then just he would like step over this like crawling symbiote looking thing and then just stare down at it and then not grabbing it because fist, but just pinning it down with one fist and then reaching back and then like almost jumping into the air with the one fist down and then just driving it into the middle of the back of his head and just smashing his head in. And then slowly pulling away from it. And anybody who would be able to sense life essence could sense me just dragging the life energy out of this body as it slowly just shrivels up. And then I just shake it off as if it doesn't even, I don't even care for it.
Hulk. Nobleman turned Leshen at the hand of the Wild Hunt. Is it briefly in this state of constant death before it wilts and falls still.
Is it moving? Is it moving? Is it moving? Good.
Where's the cat?
The cat looks like it is going to do what it did last time, as it is an ambush enemy. And it looks like it's getting ready to try to flee. That it may harry you at a future time. That said, it's not its turn.
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
Me neither, Alexa.
Me neither.
I don't. Finger guns.
And that was my action. Okay. So I think at that point I would just like look over in the general direction of the cat. No eyes, just vibes. And then just start slowly just like walking toward it. Not putting my hands up, just letting like knuckle dragging onto the ground.
Okay. Soren is going to cast Banishment. Soren says, well, if it's not from round here, the banishment spell requires
Charisma save.
Yeah, charisma save of 16. It's a natural 20.
Hold on.
There it is. You didn't see it, Shane, but I put my ear up. I put my hand up to my ear.
I only get one per long rest. I am not a spellcaster. I need more paint.
I want to make sure I'm doing the right one. Yeah, I'll just do silver barbs.
Silvery barbs?
Yeah. Yep.
What is my charisma? It's not very high. It's a +0. So my 3
Only I can speak in silver tongue.
banishes this entity who is not from here, permanently sending it back from whence it came.
Where?
A calm
know.
spreads over the party. Then Coterie pipes up and goes, "That was fucking awesome."
It takes Zito like a full 30 seconds to come down from rage.
Is he still blinded, by the way?
Yes.
And all the thing?
His
Hey.
eyes are not. His eyes are wounded.
I'm gonna take a
Yeah.
stab at this quickly because he is concerned, and I'm gonna do my enhanced healing spell, mass cure wounds, on whoever needs him. So 6 people. He
That doesn't
just
work. I haven't
is
tried.
if he has a stipulation of a disease and things of that sort, or poisonous
This is
things.
a lasting injury. So it is not a disease.
Okay.
What's the spell you're casting?
Mass cure wounds, but this is with my travelers.
Oh, Cure Wounds,
abilities.
I believe, would fix this problem.
Okay. So yeah, I'll do the numbers and send them off. But the people who I'll do it for myself, for everyone in the party.
Well, there's no health
Um,
from Cure Wounds. It fixes. It fixes. Am I thinking of the wrong thing?
Yes.
You were thinking of the wrong
I'm
thing.
thinking of the wrong thing.
You're thinking of man,
I'm thinking of Greater Restoration.
greater healing,
Something.
I always
I
just
was
heard
gonna
good
I
resto.
was gonna try lesser restoration if this don't work.
less
So if it's-
resto would.
Yeah, if it's hit points, it would not work, but it will give back the hit points. Robin.
Yeah.
Mm,
I don't
ahead.
think lesser resto is hit points.
Correct.
No,
I'll start doing
lesser-
my heal.
Lesser resto, you touch a creature and can end either one disease or one condition affecting it. The condition can be blinded, deafened, paralyzed, or poisoned.
You approach Zito.
I actually have a funny way to do it.
Okay.
If we want.
I will say, make a point of like Soren does kind of cautiously linger close by as you approach.
Okay. It's actually Darko that runs up because I'm like, Darko, see if you can get those plants out of his eyes or something. And I cast Restoration through Darko, and his flame tongue comes up and starts burning because Zito can't feel it, so he starts burning away
Cool.
the plants and the moss that are coming out of just this big dog slurping, slurping and burning.
Zito, your mind clears as you. I think you said you were dropping the rage
Yeah.
in time
Takes a little
for
bit.
your vision to come back, and it's really bright. Everything's really bright, and then you realize it's like a flaming tongue from the Hellhound.
Oh, okay. Right.
Kaja goes over and picks up the moat of the D4. I need to mark it for myself. And pockets it. The essence that he took from Whalley. But then he annoyedly goes over and just starts hitting Zito.
Okay.
Stop doing that! I hate you right now, but I also don't hate you.
I am confused mostly.
You get hurt too much.
Aww.
And he's literally just gonna like go in his bag and just like almost like cracking an egg, just like yeet a bomb at you, and it's gonna be his painkiller bomb. At the very least, you have some temps while you stop suffering. Yeah. What am I doing? I don't need to roll it. I don't need to do all that. You will have Six. Six. If that's not a six, okay. 20. Am I gonna put anything? Yeah, I can put two. 20, 25, 27, 37 temp HP. Um, and he's just like pouring that all over you and like trying to fix any spots. He's very. It's you mentioned Groot, and it really is Rocket and Groot. Rocket, Patrick just crawling all over. Doesn't care if he's hitting like broken things, like mending it.
Amazing.
Zito's gonna like feel his eyes back in his socket and just, oh man. For a minute there, I thought it might end up being a fair fight for the enemy.
I'm taking all of those hit points back. Just replaces the bomb type.
Dika is going to go over to Soren's body and inspect it, not touching it.
Soren's body?
No, sorry.
Holix.
Hollick's body, and sorry, I have Stater on the mind, and so and then and just inspect it. I do want to check to see if there's anything on him and stuff, but I'm going to use like something to like, you know, that I'm not the one touching it.
Gather up the remains.
And see and stuff, yeah. But he gets really curious. Task isn't with us, right?
Task is with you.
Task is holding my shield still.
He's gonna look to Task while he's at the body and just be like, "What happened?" Yes. Yay!
Annie, could you post the picture of Task in the group chat for me, or in the Discord for me?
When I got here, many had already fallen. I was in battle with that thing on-off for hours, feels like.
Task looks very drained.
The thing I came across, the problem, was that it kept coming back after I killed it. It took shorter and shorter times in between each revival, if you can call it that, but
He's going to step forward and cast Ceremony over the remains as you gather them, Sika, which takes 10 minutes.
now it rests. It will not come back.
That is good. So it was already in its form when you got here.
Yes.
Did they not listen when we told them it was a lesson? How dumb can they be?
Power
You
breeds
haven't seen
incompetence.
anything yet.
Sika looks down at Hollick and with no care about this body, but frustrated, gets up and marches back to the room where the high priest was. You guys would see him. You hear some thudding at first, and you see him coming back, dragging the high priest by the wrists, body out. And then he places the body down and looks at it, making sure he removes the sense. Is that what it's called?
The sensor.
Sensor, and the holy figure, and he's gonna hold them close by and cast Speak with the Dead.
Ooh. A necromancy spell on the high priest. Noted.
Can we hold that thought until Kazric gets back?
Sure.
I feel like Kazric might have some thoughts about.
Right. Oh, and by the way, the shadow is still with Sika, even though like the symbol glyph is gone.
Sika is casting Speak with Dead on the High Priest of the Church of Ahraden.
He just dragged the body of the high priest out into this room.
Not Thompson, correct?
Nope.
No, Thompson's safe.
Thompson is currently scampering his silly buns onto the tower,
What
to the
is
bridge.
Sika's disposition?
So you would still see, since you saw it when you did the stuff, the shadows are still with him.
Yeah.
His very flat face. There's not much emotion other than determination. He did say, "Why are they so dumb?" After we told them that he was a Leshan, and they just brought him back. You know, so he's like a little irritated, like internally with this stuff.
Enough to fuck
So-
with a High Priest of Ahraden with necromancy.
Yeah, while holding their symbols respectively. Just
I don't know if that fucking matters.
it matters to him because he doesn't know any better.
Just keeping the context.
No, I appreciate it. I just I got it.
So you cast the spell,
Mhm.
and the High Priest. You have 5 questions.
First question. What happened when you revived Hollick?
We never got the chance.
He looks to the others to make sure that the spell knows he is not directing anything towards it. Someone must have intervened. Sorry? Someone must have intervened then.
Oh my god, you're about to honor among thieves us right now.
What? I don't understand.
I'll show you the clip after. It's very, very funny. You'll appreciate it.
Okay.
I'll say this because you know the spell. Even if you make a point of not posing the question to the corpse, if you pose a question, it will treat it like you have asked it the question. So you have to be very
Got it.
careful.
Cool. Thank God what I was going to say was not a question. So that works. So he was so what I was saying was like it sounds like they someone's intervened in this. His second question would be
Oh, hang on. Continue. Sorry.
I have to be I have to be direct with these questions. I love this so much.
I hate that.
What or who revived Hollick?
It screamed.
Clarification, and this is the CB clarification because Kadric's not. No. It screamed saying the revive happened because Hollick screamed, or something else screamed which revived Hollick.
It being Hollick. Hollick
Okay.
screamed.
Great, thank you. I don't think we got that confirmed, so now we confirmed that it was indeed Hollick screaming.
Zito's gonna pipe up.
Okay.
Have we not thought that maybe there wasn't an intrusion. He was simply turning into the thing that he always was. It wasn't that anybody in here did anything or anybody out there stopped these people from doing anything. He simply showed up and then turned into a weird, ugly fuck.
No.
Thank you. Maybe we should.
Typing my questions. How do I type that? It's not a question of the course, by the way. This is me over table.
Over table.
Great. Okay.
Ooh, just pulled something. on
Okay,
my
so
screen.
just so I can recount that this properly is correct, that Pollock screamed. They did not get the revival done themselves, and then he was just, I'm guessing, at the point piecing together, Leshen. That's just basically the information that's been presented, right? I'm not. No.
You have information, if that is how you choose to interpret it. That's what Feff is saying.
Got it. Cool. Respect. Okay, fourth question, right? Because Zito.
You're welcome.
Okay. That not having my two questions here is stepping me back.
You may ask for clarification. It just counts as a question.
Okay. Can I have clarity on that?
Yes.
Fuck me.
You're a dick.
No, I realize that I fucked up, and I will do that. I set up my fifth question no matter how we got here, okay? Sika's going to take his hands and place them on his chest, and not his on the high priest's chest. Can you please tell me your happiest memory?
It starts with a T.
Sika's doing this because, for story sense, and Sika is asking this because despite bringing back a soul of energy of this, whatever, no, not the actual thing, he wants it to have one final good memory instead of torment. And so by recounting its happiest memory, will allow it to hopefully pass on with peace.
I want to note that Kazric, again, checked out. Doesn't. No. At this last question, you see Kazric like almost drop what he's doing and like intently listen.
Raiden deemed me worthy of leading the people of pardon in the ways of rest. I have never felt such fulfillment and satisfaction as the day I opened these doors and found peace and purpose.
And Sika again will take with his hands, he feels this like it would just be like in his own mind, pray to Raiden on his behalf, and just be like, in his sense, like, I humbly hope you can forgive me for interrupting your high priest's rest, but I hope that in the final moment, in the memory that I gave, that I asked of them, it could bring some peace as I rest with you.
Make a religion check, and then we gotta wrap up.
Advantage! Plan this out.
we gotta wrap this up.
Yeah.
But let's see that religion check. This is not the first time you've dipped your toes into the celestial waters. He wants it so bad.
I
was muted.
do. I do. 19.
Okay. What's up, CB?
I just want to say that as he's wrapping up, as the corpse is done speaking, and it seems like, because I'm not sure he's doing like final rites or whatever, but you would see Kazarick pulling out some herbs. It looks like lavender, it looks like a little bit of sage, looks like something you probably really don't know. And you can see that he like bundles them up and places them on the corpse, and then burns the tips so the smoke begins to kind of not fill the room, but almost like become an incense. This is nothing magical. It's more druidic than anything. Tapping into a power that he doesn't really tap into much, even if it's not true magic for him.
Okay.
But he is intending for himself to ensure that this corpse never rises again. Using herbs and things that are said to repel or dispel negative energies and spirits and things. You can tell he's very passionate about not letting the dead come back. Or not letting dead become worse than dead.
Task nods in agreement
You
with your actions.
Goes back over here. You're weird.
You are gifted a image in your mind, Sika. And I will post it in the group chat. In the Discord.
Oh.
And that's where we're going to leave it for now. Chat, thank you so much for being here. I'm Sir Feffers, the Humble Dungeon Master at the Longshot table. Thank you for everybody who raided in over from Jennings, Nick of the Woods. I hope you give it a follow. Thank you so much for being here. It means the world to me. We're going to be doing a raid, so don't go anywhere just yet. We have 3, soon to be 4 weekly streamed campaigns here on the channel, but if you want to get caught up or if you want to see the end of the one-shots or end of the summer series, you can head over to the YouTube Longshot. And did anyone make bingo? We got bingo on the Discord. You should join the Discord. That way you can see the crazy visuals we use, as well as our phenomenal community. We are as chaotic as we are wholesome. And I've got a Patreon if you're feeling particularly generous. And big ups to Annie, who edited together the phenomenal shorts that you can find on the Instagram. Again, Longshot. Let me throw it over to CritBard.
Hi. I wasn't here earlier, so hi if you don't know who I am. My name is Omega Jones, also known as CritBard. CritBard across all social media channels, except the places I'm not, because they suck. I've been Kazarick, Apothecary Alchemist, a class by Mage Hand Press. Check it out, not sponsored, just love them. Kazarick got more toys to play with. Also, a slight reveal that he can't stay mad at Zito. Yeah, I think he is. He's kind of done with Pardon. I think he is done here. He's already a nomad and he's been here for too long. So it is time to go. And not necessarily selfishly, but he is kind of ready to get back to the job he was doing, or the search he was doing. He has kind of fell right in hand with this group who was already doing a multitude of things, and it kind of worked out. But now he's like, all right, now I was doing a thing before I met y'all. So I need to continue doing that thing before things get worse over there. So he is going to get into extreme experiment alchemical mode very, very soon. That's me. Also, I just want to give a quick shout out. I'm not gonna say where I'm at because I'm not gonna dox myself, but support charities because they matter. That's really all I'm gonna say.
You should.
I'll throw it to Ben.
No.
Hi, I'm Ben Brainard. We're playing Zito Barbera, the Path of Knuckle Sandwich Barbarian, and if it wasn't for the aura and all of the various healings that the team gave Zito, Zito would not have made it through that fight. I rolled all of the d12s just to see. I would have had to reduce my max HP by 89 hit points to get into 5th rage of 205. So,
Whew.
yeah. And I think I mean, I was reduced at one point to 112 HP, brought back up to 180, and then dropped again back down to 130. So it's for sure the most just damage that Zito has taken this whole time, and for sure would have. It would have been hard to kill me because I do have relentless rage, so you would have had to knock me down to 0 like 4 or 5 times, and then the death ward would have procced. So you would have had to like drop me from whatever to 0. I would have gotten back up at 1, and then 1 again, and then 1 again. So it would have been a minute, but like he would have been there. But that was good.
And you're running the
Pollock's
summer
dead.
series coming up.
I am running a summer series, 8-week summer series this summer on this page. I am, if you want to see more of these hit dice rules and subclasses in action, and potentially even a brand new one that's never been seen before in any way, shape, or form, then come check that out right here on this channel starting in June, I think.
Yep.
Cool, starting in June. I have a guide to crafting book coming out as well, so just keep your eyes on those prizes, and then also come see me on tour. I do comedy. Thanks. Taylor.
Hi everyone, I'm Taylor and Tracy. I play Robin. She is the tiefling rogue druid. She is a wildfire, which is why Darko is this flame hellhound that comes out and helps her out. And those who don't know, Darko means gift. She believes it to be a wish and the gift from the stars of a wish that she made on a star one cold night. And he continues to be the goodest of boys, and such a cool thing to have attached to the class. She is. While everyone is doing all this other stuff, talking with dead and all this sort of stuff, Robin is just hopping with Darko from shadow to shadow, like putting out shadows, trying to make sure that the cat isn't in someone's shadow. So she's just constantly like putting out people's shadows because the aura also makes her glow a little bit. It's probably not doing anything, but she feels like she's helping. She had never seen Zito that like angry before, and she was hearing a bit of what like Soren was warning her in the back of her mind, but at the same time this was a battle for her that she didn't go hide in a corner, and she didn't like do sneak attackies or long distance attacks. Like she had to be in the middle in order to try and help and protect everybody. So coming to some of the stuff that she might be able to do that way is a new path that she hasn't really explored yet. So I'm excited for her to continue down that path and see if she likes trying to do these attacks, or if she likes trying to keep her friends alive, and which one it will be needed at which points. But yeah, I'm Taylor and Tracy. I'm the game master of Heinefall. Check us out at heinefall.com. We just did an expedition this last weekend, which is why I'm a little bit tired. We did rats versus our dwarven guild, and it was so much fun. They had to go clear tunnels in the mountain,
Cool.
and had to fight big beasties and find lots of treasure and dragon eggs and all sorts of cool stuff. We have another one coming up at the end of May that's going to be Nervalis, which is like the Atlantean type kingdom, versus the Chaos Gremlins, that is Crocutta of the Imperium, which are the wild satyrs and chaos causers. If you're missing a magical item, they probably took it, but they'll sell you it back. Probably if you have a really nice toga.
Looking at you, Quincy. Stealing the phoenix egg. Which you can find in my promo video of Heinefall on my YouTube.
Yeah. But it's a blast. Come check it out. It's a great story that you can get into this world pretty quickly. It's really wonderful. I will pass it off to Shane.
Hi everyone, I'm Shane Whalley. I'm ever Shane Whalley. Please tune into my streams on Thursdays and Saturdays to see a Minecraft or Ark building where we are recreating Rapture or creating a medieval castle in a waterfall. So Sika had a wonderful time tonight in his own interesting way. Wonderful because he got to do stuff. It was fun. The shadows are really enjoying Sika. Sika is enjoying the glass of shadowy wine that he is soberly sipping on. He's changing in ways, and
We still have to talk about Soren's patron.
yes, we do. I'm so excited that I haven't actually, just so you guys know, this is the first time I ever got to use a 7th level spell in a fight in my D&D career. So I'm excited. And it was fun. This is a very bloody night.
Yes.
But I hope you.
Sorry, my bad.
No, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say everyone pile into this raid.
Yeah, I'm pretty much done. Thank you guys for being along in Sika's journey. I'm excited to see what happens. I hope you have too.
Amazing. We're gonna go raid Offbeat Outlaw, who's doing quote demolishing Baldur's Gate 8th patch. So go have some fun with that. Have a phenomenal rest of your day, my friends. I will see you all soon.